Hello, guys, boys, and girls, and welcome back to the fourth episode of the Fallen SMP podcast. Today's topics, well, before we even talk about topics, let's get into applying. If you guys are interested in applying, link down below. Make sure you like. And if you feel nice, you can be a subscriber. But also leaving a comment is pretty important, as well as the reason is it just, lets me pass on the message to the staff. That way they know, it's the fastest way you can get your application added. Other than that, the topics for this week are we're going to talk about our week in review, and then we'll move into the guest introduction, and then of course we have a huge thing that happened this week with the server being down for a full day. Caused a lot of ruckus, and then we're going to talk about some Christmas stuff, and if we have time, we'll move into a Q&A from you guys. Jesper, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm sorry it didn't pop up on stream. For those who don't know, that moves me into the other thing. For those who don't know, the podcast is always live here on this Twitch. So if you're interested on that, it's every day at 6 EST. So anyway, we'll have a few alerts, and I'll have to announce those, and you'll have a few people drop those biddies. So yes, nobody. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty okay, I must say.
Dude, I'm glad you're doing good. So how was your week like? Tell me about like your week in review.
Okay, so my week has been pretty okay. It's had a few ups and downs. You don't know, I fractured my elbow kind of like a month ago.
Yeah, well, I don't know if the stream did, so why don't you explain how you did that?
Okay, so basically, I slipped and fell on.
No, I don't think you did.
It was raining and I slipped and fell on concrete, and so I fractured my elbow then. And I had an evaluation the same day. Waited a day, went to a hospital, got surgery done the next day. Like, it all happened really fast. I got better. They said faster than expected. And right now I'm having a pretty hard time because the pins are actually sticking out and then like
out of your skin? Or
well,
okay.
It's almost out of my skin. Like, if it happens, then I need to go to the ER. But that's my week in like a whole. It's been pretty okay.
That's terrible. The most I've ever had is for that kind of stuff is if I'm trying to remember. I had stitches. That's about it. And I just recently had stitches, which went out perfect, but like the wound started bleeding this morning, and now I have it covered again. So if you guys are curious, I had a mole removed this week, and it's gone now. But it was quite the debacle. That's all I'm gonna say. It was not enjoyable. Just waking up to having like bleeding and that kind of stuff. So now we can get into our guest. Wolfie, how you doing, man?
Good.
So Wolfie, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die to these.
Yeah.
Wolfie, so what do you do on the server?
I am the applications guy. So pretty much I just put you through to yes nobody if your application's good.
So why don't you give us a little backstory about how you found Fallen SMP and how you became staff?
Okay, so I found Fallen SMP through a person that I knew in real life, Mr. Tummy.
Okay.
And I was on Fallen for a couple seasons. Had a short ban for a little bit there. But Dreams, Great Dreams, actually recommended me for the event
He's probably
coordinator.
watching. I think he is. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He recommended me for the event coordinator position, and you were just kind of like, yeah, whatever.
Well, I trust Dream's opinion, so yeah.
And then I think I got like
yeah, whatever.
one. I think I got like
it's
one
Dreams,
event
dude.
in. I got like one event in, and then well, things like Dreams retired and Fallen retired, so kind of things shifted on the staff.
We also had the reset plan coming as well, so.
Yeah, so I kind of just got like tossed straight into applications. Just kind of like, here, do this is what you got to do. But I think things have gone kind of well.
I agree. Well, you moved your way up, because, yeah, that's kind of how we do. We don't hire outside of, like, other staff members. Everyone just moves up the chain if they're doing a good job. What's with this server? Yes, Nobi. Let's go back to the. Let's go back to the lobby. This server is like doing really
Well,
badly.
here's the issue, okay?
Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt, but me and Wolfie aren't actually with you because you're in your own party, so you need to invite us.
Oh, why
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
you tell me?
If
If you guys don't know, we aren't on fall and we're playing Christmas Chaos, you know, in the spirit of Christmas. So yeah, I remember. Yeah, we like to just move people up. It's just the easiest way. I mean, if they're doing a good job and stuff like that.
Right now, the only way people are gonna move up is if someone is fired.
Yeah, pretty much. I think we have a pretty solid staff team.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like anyone's.
Which lobby are you guys in?
I'm in lobby 2.
Okay.
I'm in lobby 2.
All right, I'm in lobby. Invite.
No, you have to invite us, John,
Why?
because you're in your own party. So, dude, it's less party yes nobody than Wolfie's IGN.
I'm not in a party though. It just said.
He's not in a party.
When I invited you, John, it said you're already in a party, and you weren't mine.
Well, don't worry about it. Just invite him to our party.
There we go.
There, I just.
Am I in your
invited-
party?
I just invited you.
Okay, and I have to invite Wolfie.
I invited him. All right, so yeah.
Okay, I'm in a party now.
All right, so now we can get into the host debacle that happened.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, get into that. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, we've had a host called Fallout Hosting for about 6 months now, maybe even longer. I don't know. We switched over to it because someone named the guy who like messed up my Discord, which I don't know why I did that. It's a waste of time. I don't really use my Discord much. His name was Ham, recommended it at the time, and I was trying to get out of play. We talked about this in the callback to the third or second podcast. Can't remember which one. We talked about the. Is everyone in the party? We talked about
Yeah.
we talked about me leaving Play Pro, MC Play Pro hosting. There, I'll put you guys in our own little party here. We left them and we needed a new host, and he recommended that host, and they were cheap and they were nice, so I was like, okay, yeah, let's go with this host. Recently well, the host would go down. The host has had like down here and there sometimes, and it's okay. I understand it. You can't be up like 100% of the time, but like the other day, like it's near, it's probably like 4 days until I have to pay again for the server. We're chilling there. We're chilling at, we're waiting. I remember this. Server goes down one time during the day, and it's like, okay, it happens. And then it goes down again, and it stays down. And apparently what happened, the host said, was that the host, something unplugged from one of their nodes, and their whole system went down, like an outlet came loose. So, I don't know. Apparently they were doing maintenance as well. They were supposed to send an email out. They never did. That's another problem I have with the host, is they're not really transparent at all. So you really don't know what's going on with that host, which I didn't like. I mean, it's a different change having a Discord, being in a Discord, and actually being able to like talk to staff and stuff. Because MC Pro hosting had like no one whatsoever. I couldn't talk to anyone if I wanted to there. I had to submit a ticket, and then someone would answer in like a few days. But anyway, so like it was definitely a change, but recently like they had been like really transparent. I had heard like people being like, oh yeah, I haven't got a reply in my ticket in a couple days, and I'm like, okay, I know that they're like they run like another company out of that building. They're like Minecraft, I think, to them is just like an extra like kind of cash grab, if I could say, like just extra like beer money or side money that they do. They just do it for the money, I think. But long story short, so they just went down, and I was like, okay, when is it gonna be up? And they were giving us like no notice. It was just down, and I think oh yeah, and then it went back up, and I already had decided to go to Pebble Hosting at this point, which is our new host. I had already decided at the time. I was like, okay, I'm switching out. I'm out of here. But what like really put the nail in the coffin is they suspended our server probably 4 days until I have to pay, and for some reason my server gets suspended, and and I had to wait like the whole day just to get it unsuspended. And I was like, holy cow.
Yep, people were just constantly messaging in chat like, when's the server going back up? When's it going back up?
I was like, I have no control. I was like, I have no control over this. I think a dog's gonna need to get yelled at in a second here. Because he's barking up a storm. I'll give him one more. Oh, you got which present did you get? Because this one is like really hard. So anyway, we transferred it all over. Now we're on a new host. I like this host better. Literally, I walked in. I was like, hey, I was like, this is my server stuff. This is my, I'm coming over. I'm buying this package. They're like, no, you don't want that package. You want this package. I'm like, well, I had it on the other host. I have Dying Map. And they're like, you don't need this package. So right away, I'm like, this is a good host. They're trying to undersell me. I think anytime a host is trying to undersell you when they could easily oversell is like a good sign.
When you're bad at parkour.
Oh, dude. I used to be really good at parkour. All right, have a good night, man.
I got a present.
Oh, thank God. So, long story short, yeah, now we're on that host. I like them a lot better. They, like, literally, I can send a message in the Discord, and not even 5 minutes later, I'll get a reply from, like, a staff member. And it's, like, 24/7. So,
I've seen it Discord. It's pretty active.
I like it. So now we're on that host. So far, what I've noticed from being on the new host is also like we would be at 100% RAM usage all the time, and just because of Dying Map and the player amount that we have, and
We got some scooters.
and it was so nice to have like that cut in half. They weren't lying about like the only needing like 8 to 9 gigabytes instead of the full package, which we pay for, but I'll keep it. I don't want to have the problem.
Oh my God. I don't think I've ever seen so many spiders in one area.
Oh my, yeah, I know. Look at all these spiders. I think one of the topics for like next stream we'll have to, when it gets near probably, we'll have to talk a little bit about our good old the new basically Minecraft game that came out, Hytale. We'll have to have a little discussion about it one time.
I recommend using your bows for mobs, whether it's like a one hit.
Alright, I got the present, don't worry. But okay, so moving on. We'll move on to not that, but
What's the next topic? Christmas.
Indeed, Christmas is the next topic. If I can get to my editor and put it up on the screen.
What do we want for Christmas?
Well, so the question, yeah, what do you want? So we'll start with you, Wolfie. What are you looking for Christmas? I know everyone's looking for something different.
No, what I'm looking for, like what I would really want that's unrealistic.
Mm-hmm.
What's really unrealistic is what I want. I would really want a new graphics card, but that's not going to happen.
Which graphics card would you get?
Probably a 1070 or a 1080.
I would get a 1070. I have a 1070. I'm probably gonna. So, okay. So what then did you ask for Christmas? Since you.
So I asked for myself some AirPods.
Okay.
Because I need a new pair. I need a new pair of wireless earbuds, and those are honestly the best on the market right now.
Oh yeah, for anyone with an iPhone, I would think.
Yeah, for anyone with an iPhone, they're the best.
I would 100% agree. I wish there was something like that for Android.
They just need to like. I think someone just needs to like try and make a good one.
Google has one. Well, the problem is they need.
Well, no, the Pixel Buds suck.
They need Samsung has one then. I know Samsung's is pretty good. They just need like software to communicate with it in the background. Like it needs to be baked into Android or like whoever makes it. Like for example, if Samsung wants to make a kick-ass one, they need to make sure they have like the same chip that the iPhone has in theirs, so that it can connect and like.
What the W2 chip?
Yeah.
Well, you know, the thing, Apple bought out Beats as well, so like Beats headphones work like that with iPhone too. Now,
Yeah, I've seen Beat. I'm not. I'm not. I make
honestly,
it.
I wouldn't even go for Beats. I would go for
I
Bose
make.
if I had.
No,
If I
don't
had to
even.
pick a pair of
Don't
headphones,
it.
I would go for Bose.
It depends on what you're gonna be using it for, though.
Just listening to music. If I had to get a pair of headphones for
Oh my
like
god.
actually like not for gaming. I've got a gaming head.
Oh, okay. What gaming headset do you have?
I think I've got the LG G40s.
Oh, okay. I was gonna hope that you didn't have like the name. So yeah, okay. So for the longest time, I've had a. For the longest time, I've actually had like just regular headphones, like just that HyperX, or I had Logitech, and then I had Astros. Um, and what I've learned throughout the whole process is those are such a waste of money. If I could go back and
Oh,
do
yeah.
it again, I would have just gone with my 150 Sennheisers that I have now. I've recently actually like got into the hi-fi community, and I think it changed. These headphones changed the game, like
Oh, yeah, for
100%. I never like knew that I would like be hearing different notes and being able to hear like it's just like opening. It's like getting a whole new sense. Let's put it that way.
So like my headphones that I have, they're not. I think they were what, like $50 or $60, so they're not
Mhm.
overly ridiculous. They got 7.1 surround sound. I can hear every footstep in every game I play, and that's really all I do on my PC.
Oh, I don't need that like fake 7.7 surround sound stuff. This just does it on its own, like just because of how good the headset is. So, is that all you asked for Christmas?
Well, no, I asked for some new sweatshirts because I need a little bit more. I need a couple more sweatshirts.
Okay.
And I don't know. You know, there's a bunch of presents under the tree.
My mom
you know?
tried. My mom tried to do that. My mom tried to do that. She's like, "Hey, you should get some." She meant well, but she was like, "Hey, you should get some clothes." And I was like, "I'm not getting clothes for Christmas."
Well, see, I actually needed the clothes. I usually don't ask for clothes.
Oh,
Because I always have to buy clothes throughout the year because I went through like a 3-year spell of where I was like buying multiple pairs. Like my torso
Don't worry,
has
I
like
got you,
just
don't
now
worry.
grown, but like I was like going through a spell where I was like getting like new pairs of pants in the middle of the year because I would grow so much.
Do we just kill all the zombies? Oh yeah, we do. Okay. Yeah, I 100% feel you. So anything.
So I never really asked for clothes.
Oh, and then you have like stuff under the tree that you don't even know what's
yeah, like
there.
there's all kinds of presents under the tree. I'm like, I don't know what could possibly be there because I didn't ask for anything.
Well, okay, so that gets into like my thing. I know.
Like I know my parents are listening whenever I
Mhm.
see something, and I'm like, hey, that looks cool. Like I know they're listening,
Mhm.
but like I don't ask for these things.
What's
So
up with this
I'm like,
server, man? It's like, does anyone else see this, or is just me like it? Like,
oh, okay, no,
J-
no, thank you.
I can't be the only one. Like, this can't
I
be
don't know
me.
what
You're not.
It's just
I'm gonna
like
die.
it's like lagging.
I mean, Mineplex has gone downhill. They're mostly focusing on their PE edition.
Oh, really?
Because that's actually sponsored by like Mojang and Microsoft.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they're an official partner.
I like see, for example, like I really do like that Hypixel is like putting the effort, even though they have like a whole nother game. They could be like, yeah, screw you, we're gonna make so much more money from this game, but no, so far they've been really nice. They're actually really focused on this. I'm gonna die.
You're always fine. You're fine.
So like that's different from my Christmas. Yes, nobody. What do you do for Christmas? Like, I mean, what do you no, not what do you do for Christmas, but what are you asking for Christmas?
Okay, so unrealistically, probably like a whole new PC, like a monitor setup thing. So I gotta work for that. So that's unrealistic. But
Yeah, it takes a lot of money.
yeah, honestly, I mean, I have like some money saved up. What I'm asking for is like just like a standalone mic. Like right now, I'm using a headset. I mean, it's not too bad. I'll say that for a headset or for a headset. But and then some clothes. And for my arm to be healed because that's really nice to have.
Oh, have a heart. Okay, I died.
Dear
nothing
Santa,
else.
please heal my arm.
Dude, we're gonna lose this game. We only have 18 minutes left. There's no way.
I don't know. I blame the servers. This will be the last game, and then we'll head over to Fallen. Because holy cow, I can't. I miss Mineplex used to really take care in their like servers and stuff. That's sad. What's happening? Do we respawn? You guys just gotta kill the monsters. You can do it. I believe in you.
I don't.
Anyway, so wait, so what are you actually asking for? That's realistic.
Okay. A new standalone mic. It's like, it's not too crazy, but it's
Okay, there's a lot of mics out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I
mics.
bought a standalone mic.
I've seen
but
really
about
good
2
reviews
years
about this one. It's like a startup standalone mic, and it's not too bad sounding. I
There's
forget the name of it.
Oh, there's this 21 I saw that someone reviewed, and honestly, that one is like really good. It's a XLR mic, but it sounded so good. Like obviously, you're not gonna get all the features, that you get with like, for example, like a mic like mine, but it's still like it sounded really good.
I believe the one I'm going for is a condenser microphone.
Oh, do I respawn? No, I don't respawn.
Oh, boy.
You lied to me.
Well, I thought you did, because I respawned earlier.
Hacker? Question mark.
Oh, yes. I hack all the time.
Anyway, so then, did you say what you were asking for?
Yeah, the new mic.
Oh, new mic. Is that all you're asking for?
Basically, dude.
Oh wow. So okay, so the way what I asked for, and what's different about like me, I don't have to ask. So about like 3 years ago, when I got my currently my third monitor technically, I just order stuff. My parents hand me the card and they say, "Hey, this is your budget. This is what you can buy. Whoop-de-doo, have fun." So what I ordered was from Amazon was like I said before, no one's gonna watch you if you're gonna go and advertise on other people's channels. Maybe like spend time at promote. If you were smart, you just get viewers yourself, dude. Also, along with the fact that anyone who follows you just because you did that most likely will be a dead follower. So nice try, but that's a topic for another day. People going in chat and trying to begging for subs and stuff, actually like doing the work. So what I got was I've been into the hi-fi like audio scene recently, like a lot more than normal. Good job, you got the president. So I got a new DAC and amp. I got the Modi 3 for my DAC, and then I got the JDS Adam from my amp. This guy it's some crazy name. I needed help and I posted in the hi-fi Reddit because I was like, this is my budget, what should I get? I was originally going to get the Sennheiser gaming amp for like esports and stuff, but I decided against it because his name is like Racist7 or something. He told me to get that, so I got that instead, and that's gonna be my Christmas present. But I didn't stop there because I didn't use my full budget. I got a new Logitech G wireless mouse and then the Power Play. So I got those are paired together, so I'm going wireless, and then that's really what I got. I really don't know what I don't know what my sisters are getting me, but I'm sure they'll get me a gift card or something.
Yeah, I thought about going for a wireless gaming mouse, but then again, I need a wired mouse for like I don't just play. Yeah, I play games where I need like an instant reaction.
Well, if you know that wireless has gotten like even better than wired, right?
Oh, I know that.
Depends
if I were to buy a wireless
depends
mouse,
on the company you're going through. I know Logitech's wired, the one I'm getting that they have is oh my god, why am I getting TP back here? It's technically better than than their wired version.
Hmm.
So I think which I really like. So I'll let you know how it is. It's definitely the biggest problem with wireless that I used to have is charging. So I used to have like the Logitech wireless charger.
So that's where I would go with the Razer one, the one that comes with the mouse pad that charges the thing on it.
Yeah, the only problem I
Have you
have
seen
with
that?
the only problem I have with Razer is if you can't disconnect it. So if I wanted to like charge up that mouse and then use it with my laptop, for example, which I'm not gonna do, if you wanted to do that, you can't. You can only leave that thing off for 30 seconds.
Oh, you see, I wouldn't need to do that. My mouse at my desktop stays there, and then the mouse that
Okay.
if I bring a mouse with my laptop, that's
I don't know.
I have
I'm more about
completely
Logitech. I like that. I can just plop my phone down. It'll charge my phone. All that stuff.
yeah,
And I don't need all the RGB stuff. I actually moved. I have enough like on the back of my monitors under my desk where it's like I don't want it everywhere. I'm not.
See, I'm not like loyal to any company. It's kind of like I like this product, I'll get this one from this company. Like I've got a Razer keyboard, I've got a T7 mouse from some off-brand company. This mouse is actually
Well, I
doing
want
great.
the thing is I want the best I can get, and so far from what I've seen and from people who like use keyboards and review keyboards, Logitech is like at the top of the game.
Logitech does have some really nice keyboards.
We
I
do-
just have a Razer keyboard. I like this keyboard a lot. I mean, I could probably find a different keyboard from a different company that I like more, but I'm perfectly happy with this one. Like I will use this keyboard until it can't be used anymore.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I like to upgrade
Same.
I like to do like a 2-year cycle upgrade on my keyboards and on my mice, because usually something better comes out, or like the keyboard just, not that it wears out, it just gets dirty as fuck. Like this keyboard needs to be cleaned.
It'll depend. Like really, I'll use it for a long time, but like, the reason that I won't really switch is because in a couple of years I probably won't be on desktop a lot anymore. I'll probably be moving more towards a lot because like I'll be heading off to college. So
I would never.
I'll need a laptop.
I like having a laptop and a desktop. I don't want to be limited to one or the other.
Well, no, I mean I would
I've-
still keep the desk. It depends on how long this desktop lasts. Like if I have to choose between buying desktop or a laptop, I would have to pick the laptop for like school purposes. But if I had any extra money, I would definitely get a desktop for myself.
I don't know. I like having both. I could not like part with the desktop. I just can't. Laptop is fun, but like to run off that system, even if I was gonna like bring it down and plug it into like a monitor or 2 monitors and like have it set up and stuff, I couldn't do it. I've been spoiled with a desktop since day one, and like I'd be going back in time if I did that.
See, this is my first desktop, so it doesn't really affect me that much. Like I could go off a laptop.
When this hits,
So,
10
I just did
minutes,
this
I'm gonna
parkour
be
easy peasy.
Christ.
Or are you not finishing it?
No, I just can't do parkour. I'm really bad at parkour.
I literally just
I mean,
one-shot this
used to be
parkour.
so good. I used to do maps all the
Yeah,
time.
same. I would do
And now
I
I
used to be really good at Roblox parkour.
Oh, and when I was actually doing good, of course, it switches.
I used to do the Roblox obbies, they're called, and I would do these like 1,000 Roblox obstacle courses where it had like 1,000 different ones, and I would me and my friend would sit there, and I'd always kick his ass, and he'd get stuck so far behind.
Alright, I'm gonna race you when it comes back up. Okay. I mean, I know you can't see me, but I can see you.
I'm flying.
I mean, I already lost, so I mean,
Oh, I'm still going.
that's good for you.
Why do you have to die?
You have, yeah,
Why don't you leave and we'll just restart it? We'll play one more.
We are going on to Fallen.
No, we'll give it one more chance. I think we can do it.
Well, I mean, you're the leader, so
Okay. What do I do?
/ hub.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know. My Christmas, like, I don't know. It's a little sad too, because I remember I'd be so excited. I remember when I asked my parents for a DS. I asked Santa technically at that time, and I was just so happy. I like got up and I was running around the house, because like,
Dude, I remember
that was like, that was really pumped, because I didn't know if a DS would be in there. I remember sitting in like the bathroom being like, please, like praying, back when I was naive and
See,
thought
what always
that
annoyed my
did
parents-
anything, and I'd be like, please. DS.
What always annoyed my parents is I was one of those kids who couldn't sleep on Christmas Eve.
Same. Yeah.
So what they started doing is they just left the presents from Santa unwrapped. So that, like, I wouldn't wake them up in the morning so that I could entertain myself.
Oh, I know. My parent, we wake up. We all wake up and we do the present
No,
thing.
they're up by 5 a.m. They still are. Because I just don't sleep in general. So, like, now I barely get any sleep.
I'll go to sleep, and I think this year will be the first year that I actually go to sleep every single time, because, like,
I don't know.
dude, 10 o'clock rolls around, and because of the Accutane medicine I take, which has made my skin look perfect, because of that medicine, I
was kicked from the server for
so
unnatural
exhausted. What?
You got kicked.
Okay, hold on. I'm
Kicked
screen
by the
timing.
anti-cheat.
Yeah, I got kicked by the anti-cheat.
You can go on following me, and yes, nobody will finish this.
File, save as.
Wow, that. Well, it's because the server is lagging. It's not even you.
Yeah, I know.
So like,
Just look at this.
I don't know. Yeah. So like, it's unfortunate that frick me. It's unfortunate that like I don't like. I'm not surprised. I know everything that's under the tree, except for like what my sisters are getting to me. But I'm like I'm 90% sure it's gonna be a gift card, like to Amazon or to Best Buy.
See,
or
I don't like
something.
being surprised.
I'm okay.
I would rather just know what I would just rather like know what the presents are and then just have them under the tree and open Christmas. I just don't like being surprised because then it kills me not knowing what it is.
No, I like sometimes it's surprise. I like the surprise. I really like that as a child, and I think I'm chasing that. Like when I order an Amazon package, and I'm like, I know that thing's coming, and I'm just waiting for it to come, and I'm looking at it, and I'm watching it ship. Like I'll watch with which city it's going to and all that stuff. Like I think that's what I'm chasing. That like the surprise of, oh, what is it? You know, I like that kind of surprise stuff because it's like fun.
Yeah.
Yes, nobody gave up. Oh my god, I fell. I'm giving up too. Back onto fallen.
Dude, if I didn't get kicked out of that, I would have had that parkour complete.
That was stupid. I was doing really well too. I got the farthest I ever got. So yeah, I don't really have any surprises anymore when it comes to Christmas. I really know what I'm getting. It's just a waiting game, which I enjoy. I enjoy waiting. Like,
Phantoms.
just makes it so much better. I like same with the packages. Like going back to the packages, I love like waiting, and then it gets here, and then I love the unboxing period and the setting it up, and then it's there. And I'll be on YouTube like the night before or the week before, like watching the same reviews on the product, watching like a dude who has like 5 subs reviewing the product, because I'm like, you know, having the fantasy in my head of what it's gonna be like to have it.
Yeah, see, that's just not like the thing is now I'm at like when I was 20 presents and I'd get like a couple of them, but like I would only actually use one of them. So like now I'm just kind of like, yeah, I want I just kind of ask for things that I know I'll use.
So, yes, nobody. How do you get gifts?
Okay, so I don't know what it is, but it seems like every holiday that isn't Thanksgiving, like our family just doesn't care anymore. So like I'll just get a gift and it won't be wrapped, it won't be under a tree or anything. I'll just get the gift. And I'm okay with that. It's not like I don't enjoy Christmas.
Aw, that sucks.
But like
it's the whole point. Like it's just...
I know it's the whole point, but like it's just kind of, you know, it's just whatever at this point.
I don't know. Okay. So how does your...
We used to set up the tree, and then now we don't set up the tree, and I'm just like...
my childhood memories are being crushed.
See, like when my family when you get like the whole one side of my family together, you get this like white elephant gift.
Oh, we did that one year. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it's literally like... Yeah, you know, like my like my cousins that are in like their 20s, like give stupid stuff, but like the older ones that are in like their 30s and above, they're always like giving like useful stuff, like something that you may need, and people are constantly stealing it from each other. That's fun. That's funny to watch.
Yeah, you still like, yeah, that's my favorite part of the white elephant. That's like the whole point. Yeah, I think so this is the way you guys can let me know how your morning goes, but the way for Christmas morning goes, or I guess it used to go. So, and it still goes this way, you know, I'll wake up, my family will all wake up, and then I'll cuz I'm the youngest, I delegate like we go around in a circle counterclockwise, and I'll delegate gifts to people to open. I'll be like, "Okay, let me give you this one. Let me give you this one." And we all sit down in the living room and we open gifts together. Um and then after that after we've opened all the gifts, we have my dad cooks like a 5-star brunch, and we with scrambled eggs and all that stuff, and we sit down with some sparkling grape juice, and we drink the grape juice, and we talk and laugh and have a good time. And then after that, we're pretty much all sick of each other, so we then everyone kind of goes on their own thing, and I go into my den and I set up my gifts and I enjoy my gifts and I unpackage them. And if it's something I can't, if it's something I don't want to, set up myself, I'll bitch at my dad to set up, and he'll set it up. So then that's pretty much how my Christmas goes. And then I have a second Christmas with my relatives from my mom's side. And then we all go over to my Uncle Brad's house, and we open gifts there.
My Christmas is kind of like, so it's me and my sister, my mom and dad at my house, and we open up our gifts from them there, and they open up their gifts. We do that. And then later in the day, this is usually how it goes, but it's not this year or last year. My aunt and uncle, my cousin usually come up from so like my mom's siblings, the one sibling, just moved to Florida. She lived in Indiana before, and then her other sibling lives in Texas. So like usually the ones from Florida would come up. They'd be here, so then they'd like stay at my grandparents' house.
We have people who come over from up from Illinois.
So we'd go over there, and then we'd all we'd have like this big Christmas dinner and stuff, and we'd eat. We would open presents, and that's just kind of how the day went.
How does your day go? Yes, nobody for Christmas. Or used to go.
Okay, so used to go. As a kid, I would be the first to wake up, and then I would wake everyone else up, and then we'd sit around the Christmas tree and stuff, and then I would hand out gifts.
Hello?
And
Microphone muted.
What is he doing?
he has a phone call.
Oh, okay. He's okay. All right. Keep talking, as nobody.
Okay. But basically, we don't go around the Christmas tree. I'd wake people up, sit around, I'd pass out presents, and me and my brother, because we were the only two who would really get gifts, we would open them, be really excited and stuff. You would either be at my grandma and grandpa's house or my own house or whatever. But that's basically how it used to go, and then we would, mess around with it, just play with them, whatnot. And then, just do our own thing again,
Yeah.
And maybe have a Christmas dinner.
Maybe. The last year, what we did is my uncle from Texas. He was like, "Hey, you gotta try it." So what we did is we took a prime rib and we deep fried it.
Okay.
I'm telling you, that is the most delicious thing ever. Deep fried prime.
I don't know. I feel like I don't think it's me or my dad or my brother or something that just lost the, kind of like Christmas spirit, as I would say, I guess. I think it's more of like practicality, because once Christmas is over, you gotta take all those things down, and I know it's part of Christmas, right? It's part of the experience, but I feel like after a few years after you've done that, I don't, as I see now, I don't think you really have to do it again. I don't know.
All right, I'm back.
It's kind of like whatever at this point.
Microphone activated.
Looks like John's back.
That sucks. It's just whatever at the moment. My
Who cares?
It's
my childhood dreams are crushed, but no, it's okay. I'll be fine. I'm sorry, man. But yeah, my Christmas is a little more personal. My dad actually just called and asked about Christmas because my mom is really set on everyone getting like everyone has to have the same budget. So she's like, did you spend enough on him? Did you spend what we spend on the other kids? My dad, I'm like, yeah, you guys did. You guys, spent the money. So, bless my mom's soul.
This is fancy.
So now we'll move on for a couple questions from the chat. If anyone has questions, I don't think we have any. Unlike the previous episode, I don't think we have any like pre-existing questions that we can just go off of.
You are correct. I did not.
Okay. Let's just wait a minute. See what pops up in the chat question-wise.
Why the server changes? Cause we had to change the host because the other host was not reliable. I mean, nothing changed except the IP, so no one lost stuff. I know that for a fact because I still have everything. It's just the IP changed. And I like this host a lot better. The memory and just how the host is running a lot better than the other one. It's only using like half the RAM when the other one was using like the full 16, the full gigabytes.
Doesn't the server also hold more people on it now?
Yeah, it holds 100.
I think I had the last one capped to like 40.
20. You got it to 20 people.
Really? I should have capped it higher. I think it went over actually many times, so I think I saw like 25, 26 people on at a time, so no, I don't think it was capped at 20.
That's what it said on the server listing.
Oh well,
It
it could go past that.
Yeah.
We pushed it past that. Oh, coal. That's not what I want for Christmas. So if you guys didn't know the secret, if you're watching and you haven't gone down to spawn and chosen your secret Santa, you should go and do that if you put your name in so that everyone can get a good gift this year. So I will be doing that. I haven't done that yet.
I didn't sign up for it.
Keep in mind that if you haven't signed up for it, that you can enter.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You can still enter. You just gotta bring a piece of paper and throw your name into it, and then you can enter. We just need to make sure people who are entering are like drawing names, because otherwise it's unfair to like if you're just entering to get a gift, it's unfair to the people who like previously entered. Let me. It's kind of ingenious. I will enter and throw my name in, but I will not give a gift. Also, like, shitty. So. Dude, Vim's gift was terrible.
Dude, Vim's gift was awful. Oh my god, dude.
What was it?
I can't say.
Here, damn it.
I hope he fixed it. I hope he fixed it.
Damn it to me.
No.
It was like, we can tell him, it was like, it's 3 logs,
The
6
no.
cobble.
He has not fixed it.
Dude, this morning,
3 logs, 6 cobble, oh my god. Tell him to give a better gift when you see him next.
Dude, Vim came into school today, he was like, dude, last night Blue was riding me. Okay, he was like yelling at me and crap. I was like, you know what? I don't care. Goodbye.
I wasn't even yelling at him. I never raised my voice. Yes, nobody was in that call, so he can...
I don't know. Vim's just really cranky in the morning, so...
No, I wasn't riding him. I was just telling him that his gift was shit, because it was.
Like, especially whenever he comes into school in the morning, he's always acting like he's on crack. Like he's just like, looks like he's high. Every morning.
Yeah, maybe that's
like
what
more than me, and my eyes are always bloodshot from not sleeping enough.
That's how I always was, and then I would, because I would stay up and watch YouTube videos all night, so I'd be
See,
like,
I don't do that. I just can't fall asleep. I can lay in bed.
oh my god, same thing. I would literally be up all night trying to get to sleep and just tossing
Yeah,
and turning.
just
So
laying there staring.
So I
at the
just stay
ceiling.
up. I haven't had like a proper sleep schedule until like recently. Like this, I've been getting up at like before I would just get up at like 2, 3, and I'd be like, oh, it's 2 and 3. You know, I wake up whenever. But recently, I've actually been waking up like 5 to 8 is my range, and it's because like again, like the medicine I'm taking, like by 10 o'clock rolls around, I feel like all day I feel exhausted, and I know it's because of the medicine. But once 10 o'clock rolls around, I'm like, it's time, and I'll lay in bed and I'll watch one video and I'll be like, I'm ready to go to bed.
For me, it's like I try and be in my bed at 10. I don't really like fall asleep until 10:30 or.
I found
11.
reading helps as well. I'll read like 10 pages or a chapter before I go to bed, and my brain feels like really good for no reason at all.
But like what will happen with me is I have an alarm for 5:30 because I gotta wake up and go to school. But usually the alarm for 5:30 is just like there to wake me up, and then usually I just fall asleep and wake back up at 6.
No, I would do the same stuff. Hey, someone gave me books. I can use these. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I had the same. I'm gonna have to make a sugarcane farm. I totally forgot about that. We'll make it here on the stream.
And then like the summertime is like usually my time to like actually get sleep. But then I had to work, so I was up at 6 a.m. every day anyways. So that didn't really help either.
No,
So, like,
I
was
definitely,
working
I definitely
until
feel
like
you.
6 or 7 at night, and then I was waking up at 6 every day.
It's just not enjoyable.
Yeah.
For I just remember that. All right, guys. So that's gonna be the end of the podcast. So if you haven't checked out the Secret Santa, go check it out. If you're interested in applying for the server, link down below. Other than that, guys, that's all. Don't worry, we're going to be streaming a little bit longer. I'm going to hang out with these guys because we're having some good conversations. So we'll keep it up. Otherwise, guys, peace out. Wolfie, thank you for being on here. Anyway, as he's getting yelled at, thank you. He would say, "Oh, thank you. You're welcome. You know, it was really fun to be on. I'm Wolfie." So anyway, yes, nobody. Always good to have you as a host.
Yep.
Well, official host now. All right. So I don't know who we're gonna have on next week, but you guys can always leave suggestions, or if you're interested, you can let us know. But we'll have to see if who we're gonna get on next. Otherwise, guys, peace out. See you later.